Hey everybody, this is Jeff Holbrook, a little more drive-by philosophy. This time I'm not going to take a quote from a famous person. I'm going to take one from a video game. There's been a lot of fun made of the idea that in the game Skyrim, Elder Scrolls V, it's a medieval setting and there's guards in these various small towns and they say different things as you come walking by or walk up to them. And one of the most celebrated things that they say is, I used to be an adventurer like you till I took an arrow to the knee. In the medieval terms, taking an arrow to the knee means you've basically been hobbled as a man because you are married. I do not go with that at all because I've been married, like you say, coming up on 34 years, and I am completely thrilled to be married. It's a wonderful lady, and she's not restricting me, in any way. I want to be where I am. But the basic point I want to get to on this quote is, everybody comes to a crossroads. There's something that needs to be done, or there's something you wish something was different, something was changed. So you do one of two things every time you come to it. He says, I used to be an adventurer like you, then I took an arrow to the knee. Well, I used to be as good as you are, but now I'm not as good as you are. And here's my excuse for that. When you come to that crossroads and you see somebody that you would rather be like, or some condition that you would like to exist more than what happens right now, what do? What is your first knee-jerk reaction? Do you make an excuse why you aren't? Or do you start things in motion and start working toward the idea of how you could make yourself an adventurer again? This has nothing to do with getting out of your marriage, by the way. But if you want something to change, and your basic culture for yourself is to make an excuse about it, you're not going to amount to much. You're not going to do much because you're either going to sit around and wait for somebody else to change it for you, which is not likely to happen. Although in our culture, everything is based on blame this problem on your mother, take away consequences, don't really ever try to fix anything because it's not your fault, and you're fine, and somebody really owes it to you to fix this for you or to give you this because even though you didn't earn it, it doesn't matter, you deserve this because of your humanity or you're human. Basic rights includes being bankrolled for the rest of your life, I believe, is the way it's all set up. So we're all steeped in this culture that nothing is our fault and we don't really even need to work to earn anything. It's just handed out. That's why so many people just make excuses instead of actually attempting to have what my grandmother always called gumption and go out and do something about the situation that you want to see changed. The arrow to the knee could be anything that is an obstacle to you. Do you want to solve the problem, or do you want to sit around and whine about it? Think deeply today.